Pastor Montgomery here in the study, thinking about the subject of Thanksgiving, since here we are approaching Thanksgiving Day, just a few days away now. And as we think about that, that's the key to giving thanks, is to being thankful and to being people who think about what's going on. How many times when we look at the Old Testament and New Testament alike, but primarily the Old Testament, that they were instructed by the Lord to do something to cause them to remember what God had done. We see that in the Ten Commandments, it says, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. One day out of the week, every week, they were to stop and remember that it was God who created everything, and remember that God is the one who made them, and remember that God is the one that sustained them and provided for them. They weren't allowed to collect manna on that day. Why? To remind them that God was the one that provided the manna in the first place. Because remembering is connected to being thankful. It is a thoughtless people that is a thankless people. And as we come into the holiday season, it's very easy for us to look back and romanticize the past, to look back and be wrapped up in nostalgia. But let me challenge us to be thoughtful of what we have around us, and be thoughtful and to think into all the blessings that God has given us, that we not miss the thankfulness we're supposed to have. It's very easy to compare to other people and say, well, at least I'm not as bad as they are, or as bad off as they are. At least I'm not as bad off as I used to be, and all that. Is a very it's a very non-nutritious way of giving thanks. Because the right way to do is, whatever measure of health God has given you, be thoughtful of the fact that God has given you that health for this time, for His glory, and be thankful for it. Whatever level of financial provision God has given you, be thoughtful of the fact that God has given that to you, and be thankful for it. Whatever relationship you had with parents or with brothers and sisters, be thoughtful of that relationship and give thanks for it. And as we think ourselves full, we will be thankful, and then that results in praise for who God is. Somebody says thankfulness produces thankfulness, and thankfulness is a heart of praise. And so we want to have that as we go into the holiday season, not to let ourselves become discouraged because of what we don't have, or prideful in what we do have, but to be thankful for what God has blessed us with, and then use it for His glory. Hope to be encouragement to you. God bless you. See you next time in the study.